When life feels unclear, when we're waiting on answers, or when we're stuck in a place that feels far from where we thought we'd be, joy can feel out of reach. But what if I told you that even in the uncertainty, even in the waiting, God is working?
Hi everyone. So I've been reading the book of Numbers recently, and I just wanted to share some of my thoughts. One thing that really stood out to me was how they kept grumbling before God, and their constant complaints and lack of trust in Him prevented them from entering the promised land. And it made me think about how this applies to us today. God has a plan for each of us, a promised land in our lives, but it requires our obedience and our faithfulness. If we disobey, stray from His commandments, or let ourselves grumble about where we are now, we risk missing out on the amazing blessings He has in store for us. So if you're in a season that feels like you're in the wilderness, waiting for God's plan to unfold, don't grumble. Grumbling is a manifestation of sin. It shows a lack of belief in God. Think about it. How can we still doubt Him after all He's done for us? And as I was reflecting on this, I came across Psalm 37 verses 23 to 29. I'm going to read some of it for you. The steps of man are established by the Lord when he delights in his way. Though he fall, he shall not be cast headlong, for the Lord upholds his hand. I have been young and am now old, and yet I have not seen the righteous forsaken or his children begging for bread. This reminds us to trust in the Lord's plan and delight in the path that He's laid out for us, even when it's hard. He hasn't forsaken you. He won't abandon you. He's working in your life, even in the wilderness. So here's your encouragement today. Don't grumble, even in the rough, present circumstances, even in the wilderness as you wait for your promised land. The Lord remains with you and protects you. The Lord has not forsaken you. Keep His commandments, remain in righteousness, and He will provide for you. And when you finally inherit the land, the fulfillment of God's promises in your life, be a blessing to others. Be a good steward of all He has given you. Your time, your resources, your opportunities. He has amazing plans for you. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Let this be a reminder to renew your faith in God. Don't let unbelief or a lack of faith manifest into sinning before Him. This is the same God who has brought you through so much before. Trust Him to lead you into your promised land in His perfect timing. So wherever you are in your journey, choose joy. Delight in the path that God has set before you, and trust that He's leading you to exactly where you need to be. He is faithful. He will never leave you. But yeah, thanks for joining me on this reflection. I hope it encourages you to hold on to your faith and walk in obedience to God, even in the wilderness seasons, even in uncertainty. God bless you. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.